and welcome to The 80s, the podcast that uses your votes to determine the most totally 80s song ever to blare from the muddy speakers of a Boardman, Ohio Pizza Hut jukebox. In Cleveland, I'm Keith Marsteller, and joining me from Seattle is the creator of The 80s. He's a lifelong Mark Lynn Baker fan, and he's my longtime friend and my co-host. It's Joe Walk. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Keith.
Joe?
Hey, Keith. Hey, Keith.
Joe, you still a little keyed up about that election?
Hey, Keith.
Would a little calming music help? Maybe?
Hey, Keith.
All right, let me try something here. Let's try, there we go. Is that any better, Joe?
Hey, Keith. Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just play this for the remainder of the show then to keep you on even keel.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so welcome back to the 80s-ist, everybody.
Welcome back.
Today is our 20th show of Side B. How you doing there, buddy? And
I'm fine. You don't actually have to continue playing Beethoven for the entire show.
Today we're gonna preview the singers region, huh?
Beethoven famously not a singer.
No, not a singer. No, more of a composer, a pianist. Anyway, all right, I'll fade this out, I guess.
But way to commit to the gag.
I was committing all the way, man.
Oh, yeah.
So did I already say welcome back to the 80s-ist? I think I did.
You did.
All right.
Did.
Well, this is one of those shows where we drop this hot region preview on you, and you just sit back and drink it in and, have some dreams. Think of a couple of singers that you really want to hear in here and hope and pray that they're in there.
Keith, would you say that this region preview is feeling hot?
I would say, what is that, Buster Keaton? Yeah, he's in here.
Buster Poindexter.
Poindexter. Buster Keaton, long dead by the 80s.
Long since dead.
Yes. Silent film star Buster Keaton. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Buster Poindexter.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in here. Or maybe not. I guess you'll have to listen.
Maybe not.
And find out. But just visualize a couple of artists that you think of as singers. And some of them will be in here, maybe. I think there's going to be a few surprises in here, Joe. Including one or two that probably should be in the bands region. But hey, what are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Joe. And that's play this a little bit long region preview, but I think you're going to enjoy it. So here we go.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. But first, quick shout out to Marsha, our research assistant, and also cute wife for helping get this region preview together. All right, here it comes. The 80s-ist. Side B. Singers Region Preview.
But I Can't Wait was a song that was destined to do something. Our manager at the time, he was a morning person, so he jumps on his Vespa, he goes down to the station, hands them That's Right, and they pick I Can't Wait off of it so that it could be a radio song.
I can't wait, baby. True love is so hard to find. I found yours, you found mine. I can't wait, baby. Tell me what is on your mind. I can't wait.
Very first album had a song called Silent Running, and thought, who's going to sing it? No panic suddenly. Paul came down early on. I knew Paul a bit and sang Silent Running. So myself and Paul Carrick and Paul Young became really the sort of the nucleus of the band, yeah.
That record just won't die. I can imagine some people want it to die. I've got a very special relationship with that song. It's been unbelievably good to me and keeps being good to me.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Lisa there was no Spanish girls happening back then at the time, doing hip hop, R&B, pop, and dance all rolled into one. Lisa was before Shakira, Gloria Estefan, Expose. She was before everybody.
Ooh, baby, I think I love you from head to toe. Ooh, baby, I think I love you from head to toe. I think I love you from head to toe.
The special crowd lyrics that show up every time in Moni Moni.
I heard it was, it started off in London's frat house, and then it kind of graduated to the discos, and then, the crowd would start shouting it, and, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun, really.
I could sing if I wanted to sing in a deep voice. I could, but I chose to sing in a slightly higher voice, just to be different, really, to be different from some other English singers.
I got a perfect way to make a new proposition. I got a perfect way to make a justification. I got a perfect way to make a certain baby. I got a perfect way to make the girls go crazy.
I recorded the first album when I was 14, got the record deal, started to go to clubs. I'd go into the music, everybody'd be like, and they'd be like, she's gotta get out of here. Yeah, I couldn't interact with the fans, and so it was a real problem. A&R guy from MCA thought, I'm walking the mall. That was where I hung out. Why not music? And then we made it happen.
I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound.
Debbie's hoping the new LP will help put an end to those nagging comparisons between her and Tiffany.
I guess, you can't help those kinds of comparisons, but I think that as people hear more of my music and more of her music, and hopefully won't lump us together.
No one is to blame. There's so much to say about this song. I don't know where to begin. I took the song to the head of the record company at Elektra, and he said to me, oh man, that's a B-side. It was one of those moments where you had to kind of stand up for what you really thought and believed about your work. And of course it went on to be like #1 at radio and one of my biggest songs ever.
tell it to my heart, and this is where it all began for me, really, ultimately. It just goes to show you timing is everything on some level. That overnight success and stardom is, we could never imagine what we stepped into and where it was all going, but we definitely had the heart and the passion for it.
Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Tell it to my heart. I can feel my body rock every time you call my name.
Did you ever expect that, like, your first record would ever go straight to number 3 in the American chart?
No, I didn't expect that at all. We were quite surprised.
Yeah. Has it been a long time sort of building up a singing career?
Well, I've really only been in the business like 4 years. So for me, I consider that really rather quickly. A lot of people work a lot longer and are really talented, really good at it, and they never get a chance. So it's really only been 4 years.
Two hearts that beat as one. Two hearts. I need you. Two hearts that beat as one. Two hearts. Come on.
I knew that the tune was really strong and it felt good to perform, it felt good to record and everything, but I've never had an idea as to what was commercial and what wasn't. You know, you just go and try and make a song that feels good. So when it was successful too, it was like cake and eat it.
Step by step, heart to heart, left, right, left, we all fall down like toy soldiers.
I think I was just burned out so young. I was overwhelmed. It was probably a case of too much too soon. I just felt like a responsibility to be like a role model. I just needed a break, man. I should have taken like a few months off and made another record, but I got distracted by life.
We wanted to be famous. We wanted to be stars. I wanted to see my face on TV, honestly.
Lie to my family, lie to my fans, lie to my friends. So we got some money for it. So we signed our soul to the dark side.
Girl, you know it's true. I love you. Yes, you know it's true. I love you.
The video medium, I was born for it. I started, in the mirror as a kid. I was practicing my poses. That's another thing that's very Jody Watley, the fashion. It's just in me, it's like, yes.
I'm looking for a new love, baby, a new love. Yeah. I'm looking for a new love, baby, a new love. Yeah. Maybe, just maybe, naughty girls need love too.
It's not every day one of the pinups from page 3 of the British tabloids makes it to page 1 in America. But that's what Samantha Fox has done. She's gone from a topless model to a top recording artist.
And the lyrics, it says it for themselves, what I'm like. Just, I can't milk around, look, I'm just having fun at 21, do you know what I mean?
Baby, don't let me be misunderstood. But it feels so good, get along, can you? Now I know it's true. Naughty girls need love too.
So, some stuff in there that we're all going to really love, and some stuff that we're,
maybe not going to love at all. Yeah. So
I'm glad that we had both Millie and Vanilli.
There you go. They're both in there. So now you know who's in.
Yeah.
But who is playing against whom in this case? Well, Joe, I'm gonna mention one thing ahead of time, in transparency's sake, right?
Yeah.
And that is, in this region, we did fudge numbers to get one matchup that we wanted.
Just one.
And we'll point it out when it arrives. It'll be pretty obvious. You guys already know. You heard the songs. You know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But
the matchup everyone demanded.
All right, Joe, do you want first or second?
I'll go first. Hell yes.
All right, then please, let's start running down the matchups for this singers region.
All right. First off, we have number 1 seed Moni Moni by Billy Idol.
Yes.
Going up against number 16 seed Looking for a New Love by Jody Watley.
Two extremely different songs.
Very.
A lot to talk about with Moni Moni.
Lots.
We've got to hear from everybody around the country and or world about that song when it was played at high school dances. We need to know. We need to do a full survey on what happened at everyone else's schools. So, now
So
here,
next episode, be ready for that.
Next episode, we're going straight into that.
Woo.
And now this is the matchup. The 8-9 is the matchup that we engineered.
Right.
And it is 8 seed, I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany against her crosstown mall rival, number 9 seed, Only in My Dreams by Debbie Gibson.
That's right. Only one teeny bopper can survive.
Only one will make it through. These two have been inextricably linked together to the point where they were in a celebrity boxing match together. So they had to face off.
Wow.
In our show. And so
some beef there.
There's a lot of beef, and I think, and I want to find out if our listeners, I think it's true, you're either Team Tiffany or you're Team Gibson, and I'm dying to find out which team you're on.
You think it's like a Stones Beatles kind of thing?
I think it is, but I mean it's like kind of a low grade Stones Beatles. I mean, this is
so like an REM U2 kind of thing.
Yeah, no, maybe more of like a Noise Toys, LA Guns type of like that kind of lowest grade possible.
Got it. All right, so moving on.
Yes, let's move on.
Next we have number 5 seed Head to Toe by Lisa Lisa and Cult Jam.
Yeah.
Going up against number 12 seed Simply Irresistible by one Roberto Palmer.
Oh yeah. That's a big matchup.
Yeah,
or as you
two
once
very
said,
different songs.
That's a matchup.
Where's our merch with that on it? Where's like a coffee cup with that on it?
That's a great point. I feel like since you said Robert Palmer's name, I need to, I feel like I have to do his power station. Woohoo! Woohoo! Anyway, now we have one of these. This is the one that is a band, but it's in this region. What are you going to do? Because it has a famous singer singing for the band. So, number 4 seed, Silent Running on Dangerous Ground by Mike and the Mechanics against 13 seed, Toy Soldiers by Martika. Again, very different styles of music there as well.
That's true.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Following that up, we have number 6 seed Perfect Way by Scritti Politti.
Oh yeah.
taking on Stacy Q with number 11 Two of Hearts. 2 hearts that beat as one.
Yeah, right. That's going to be a fun one, I think, for sure.
I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way ahead of time.
Yeah.
I play a lot of card games with my family. We play a lot of euchre.
Yeah.
Or we played poker too. And like any time the Two of Hearts comes up, I'm forced to sing that song.
You're just like, do you do the
No. I just cut right to the.
You go straight to the
Two of Hearts. That's right.
Do you sing I need you, I need
My family is pretty sick of me.
They're definitely going to come out of your kids coming out of childhood definitely traumatized in some way.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely,
no doubt. Wow. All right, so I'm looking forward to that show. I'm looking forward to a lot of these.
Yeah.
This next matchup, 3 seed, a song that got a whole new life.
Oh yeah,
in the I guess early 2000s, with an internet meme, the Rickroll. It's 3 seed, Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley against pinup girl turned pop star Samantha Fox with 14 seed Naughty Girls Need Love Too. And I do not know what's going to happen in that one. Yeah, sure. It sounds like maybe the crowd, if they don't listen to the show, would just blindly vote for Rick Astley. But I'm going to make a case for Samantha Fox, Joe. I always fight for Sly Fox and Samantha Fox.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Oh yeah.
We need to not bring that back. Okay.
Sorry.
Next up, number 7 seed, Tell It to My Heart by Taylor Dane. Goes up against number 10 seed, No One Is to Blame by Howard Jones.
Oh my goodness, where have we heard that before? Joe, did you think the assignment was 18? We're using the song this season.
That's right.
Is to blame.
Keith, I have to seriously question your level of taste here.
These are going to be, again, those are 2 very different. One's kind of a dance song. The
That's
other
true.
one kind of a lament. Very different. I can't wait to see what people do with that. And finally, to round out the bracket, it is 2 seed, I Can't Wait by New Shoes. And that is spelled Nushooc. And against 15 seed, the only song you haven't heard mentioned yet, Girl, You Know It's True by Milli Vanilli.
You know it's true.
Woo! God damn, that is one hell of a bracket, Joe.
Yep.
So there you go. That is who's in.
Okay.
Now, let's discuss our first 3 out in the singers region, the ones that almost made it, that didn't, so our listeners can lament. Oh, that one's the one that should have been in. Like, what is this bullshit with Samantha Fox?
Look, I don't think anyone's going to be lamenting any of my 3.
Let's find out.
Almost made it. They'll be like, whew, thank God.
Thank God that one didn't make it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know, do you want me to do this like a radio station where I start it low and then you hit the post after the instrumental beginning, you know?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
All right, my first one out was the great and good Atlantic Star with the classic Secret Lovers.
So good that they needed 2 R's in star.
Fuck yes.
That's what we are. We shouldn't be together, but we can't let go. No, 'cause we love each other so.
Adultery has never sounded so smooth, Joe.
Man, that song was huge.
Yeah.
In its day. I heard this song a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Secret Lovers, man. Here's your ending. Listen to this high note. Since we don't get to do a show about it, I thought I'd give it its props. All right, so
Well, thank you
Secret
for that.
Lovers Atlantic Star. And Joe, can you reveal where you ranked that in your 64?
Oh, that was my 36th.
Number
My
36 did not make it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my first song out is a guy that I can't decide if he belongs in the Legends bracket or not. He was a hit machine back in the day. Only in the 80s as far as I know, though. And it's a little artist you might know who in later years would prove himself to be like a good person. You know, I don't know if you follow him.
And he's a great Twitter follow.
Yeah, and absolutely. This is Richard Marx, and have some sax on me. It's Endless Summer Nights. Oh. Now this guy knew what he was doing. Oh. All right, here is your...
A lot of people who are right around turning 40 who were conceived to this song.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely possible. I mean... Anyway, that's Endless Summer Nights. Yo, you remember that one, right?
Oh, very much, yeah.
Okay. So much saxophone in that one. All right. So that's your first one, my first one. That was my... Did I say this already? This was my number 42, Richard Marx. Didn't make the cut.
So this next song was number 46 on my list. I was just super happy to not have it make it in.
You were...
And you know it right off the bat. It's Bobby McFerrin. It's Don't Worry, Be Happy. Oh, the song that claws its way into your head and then lays eggs. And then they hatch, and they destroy you.
Be happy, don't worry, be happy now.
So,
man, I mean, this song was ubiquitous.
It was a massive hit. It really was.
Yeah.
But it kind of transcended
the
80s
backlash
by not
was
really
pretty much
using any
immediate.
instruments, right? What was that, Joe?
Yeah.
I talked over you. Go ahead.
Oh, I said. No, I just said the backlash was immediate.
Trivia piece of trivia, maybe a toy. No, it's not a toy. I working in a recording studio in Boston, Massachusetts during graduate school, got to meet and record Bobby McFerrin. So
wow,
he came in for an interview, and then he did a couple of songs, and we multi-tracked it because he did everything with his body. You know, like all these noises you're hearing in that song are claps or thigh slaps or chest bumps or boop, boop, like little throat noises.
Yeah.
And anyway, very humble guy, not a diva at all. Anyway, probably the only person on this entire countdown that I will have ever met. I don't know if you've ever met any of the people on these.
No, yeah, actually, I hung out with Scritti Politti.
Oh, well,
frequently
what a
in the
perfect
90s,
way
yeah.
to bring that up. Yeah. Anyway, so Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy. If you say you don't know that song, you're fucking lying. So
that's right.
All right, and that was your ranked at
46.
46.
Yeah.
Now, the next one up, I'll say, was my number 55 song, and it is by Cleveland band Levert. It's Casanova. I found this shit really 80s, but... You remember this one, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And this one kind of starts with its chorus, so I'm just going to let it go right into the chorus. Here it comes.
I
ain't much on Casanova. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. Can't you see how much I really love you? Gonna sing it to you time and time again. Oh, Casanova.
Anyway, yeah, that's Gerald Levert singing lead in the family band Levert from Cleveland, Ohio. So I will fade those guys out. But that was one that I liked, but I thought it might kind of fall in the same bucket as Don't Disturb This Groove, is kind of R&B stuff that people don't want to vote for. And I don't know, but it has a super 80s production to it, although maybe it kind of portended that early 90s boom of other songs that sounded a lot like this one. So,
yeah. Speaking of early 90s sounding stuff.
Oh, yeah.
My number 52, which did not make it, which is my third one out, was Mr. Bobby Brown with My Prerogative.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. This one kind of goes straight to the chorus as well.
Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Now, just let me live. Permission, make my own decisions. That's my prerogative.
Anyway, yeah, that's got a sound to it, man. It's got a unique, And this is that, like you're saying, kind of the end of the decade. Things changing.
This is of a piece with all those other songs I've talked about before. It was really, really heading into the 90s. And this one just wasn't. I didn't have enough personal experience with this one to push for it. To be included.
Where do you come down on his song that he did for Ghostbusters 2?
Hate it.
Yeah, fair, same.
Shitty movie, shitty song.
Yeah. All right, so My Prerogative, Bobby Brown, almost made it, but did not. And now another artist that we've kind of heard from earlier failed to make it. My number 58, Belinda Carlisle, Heaven is a Place on Earth.
Heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
So it's got a nice 80s sound to it. She left the Go-Go's. She did this, and massive hit. And for whatever reason, just didn't make our countdown. But her voice still sounded great on this one. And I think several people just thought this was a Go-Go song at some point, but then realized it wasn't, because Casey Kasem told them so. But yeah, do you remember this one? Obviously, I assume.
Oh, very much. Yeah.
And she had several hits in a row when she went solo, but this was the one I had picked out because it was, I think, probably her biggest solo hit. So anyway, that is our top three. That's our top three songs that didn't make it in. But Joe, we always like to... We've been throwing in a couple honorable mentions here. So, what's your honorable mention song that did not make it?
My honorable mention song was my number 53. And, I mean, perhaps a case could be made that this artist should be in the Legends bracket.
I think that case has been made by a couple of people.
Okay. It is Paula Abdul with Cold Hearted.
Yeah. We've been doing great with by picking songs that go straight to the chorus in this segment.
Look into his eyes.
Uh-oh.
He's been telling lies. He's a lover boy at play. He don't play by rules.
Girl, don't play the fool now.
You're the one giving up the love.
Now, you know, Paula definitely hit hard at the very end of the 80s and kept it rolling.
Came on like gangbusters.
Yeah, kept it rolling into the early 90s. Had a ton of hits over the course of, I want to say, 3 big albums. She danced and sang with a cartoon cat on MC Scat Cat, I believe was his name.
MC Scat Cat.
And I can't think of that song because I'm listening to Cold Hearted. But I think opposites attract.
Opposites attract. Thank you.
Now that I've stopped that song, I could think of the other song.
Also the song where the video featured Keanu Reeves, and
that is Rush Rush.
Rush. Thank you.
Yes, good.
Oof.
Anyway, so she had a shitload of hits. 88, 89, 90, 91. She was absolute. Do I want to say it? Legendary. She was crushing.
That's
it
right.
Back then. Yeah. So you might hear from her in the Legends bracket. Possible.
Could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen. We don't know.
All right. And now finally, we come to my honorable mention that I
also Legends bracket material.
Possibly. At number 62, I have Donny Osmond and Soldier of Love. Do you know this song at all, Joe? Does this sound familiar to you at all?
No. Thank God.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find a chorus here. Here we go. It's coming up. For those of you trying to remember this song, here's the chorus. That was, I'll tell you a fun story about this one since it didn't make it. I found the cassette of Soldier of Love. I was walking between Phase 1 and Twin Towers at Kent State University, and someone threw something out of their car window, and it landed on the sidewalk, and it was this cassette. And I put it back down on the ground and destroyed it with my heel. So, you know, just... And then I did dispose of it in a proper receptacle. I didn't litter.
Good, because the campus had enough litter without you leaving Donny Osmond tapes all over the fucking place.
So, I've heard this song. A friend of mine, if she's listening, Madge, a.k.a. Dana, was this huge Donny Osmond fan, was totally obsessed with Soldier of Love. I fucking hate that song, but it's got 80s values to it, you know. But I didn't listen to it a lot, right? And a song I did listen to a decent amount on the radio was Casanova. And I was yesterday years old, as the people say. Usually they said it.
Do they say that?
They say today years old, usually.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But it was yesterday, so I'm being truthful, that I was putting this playlist together, and I realized that fucking Donny Osmond stole Levert's riff. Like, let me turn this back up here. All right, so that's Casanova, and then... Right? And it's like, okay, I've just heard that. What does this one sound like again? And I was like, it's not exactly the same, but it sure sounds inspired by. So, you know. Anyway, so who gives a shit? But
no. That's mean that's a real indictment of Donny Osmond.
Yeah. Well,
the purple wearing thief.
I wish we were doing a show on Soldier of Love because I would love for you to analyze the video of it. But unfortunately, unless he makes it in the Legends bracket by popular vote,
he won't.
You will never hear his name mentioned again on this podcast.
Yay!
So there you go, everybody. I hope the artists that you like, some of them made it into this bracket. If you like some of these ones that were the first ones out, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts just in general. Sure. Tear us apart that some of these are bands.
A couple of them, we just had too many bands and...
whatever, man.
Yes.
Whatever. But whatever your thoughts, let us know by going to our Substack. We are the 80zest.substack.com. If you are of a mind, you can also find us on Facebook, but, maybe that's best avoided these days. We are the 80zest podcast on Facebook, if that is your
that's your only way. If that's your only line to us, by all means, use it.
If you're trapped someplace and you just have one hand to use your phone, find us on Facebook. Let us know.
By the time you hear these words, this singer's Side B playlist, the region playlist, will be available on Spotify. So just search for the 80s-est. Of course, I'm going to embed it in the Substack post.
Of course.
If you're a Spotify person, by all means, jump in and listen to this all the way through and get your thoughts prepared for who you're going to vote for in this coming 8 shows that we're about to do. So
I just realized something.
Yeah.
And because I'm not being a Spotify person myself, but being familiar with it through the culture.
Yeah.
Are people's Spotify rap? Is it Wraps at the end of the year? Or
Wrapped, it's called, yeah.
Wrapped are there Spotify Wrapped lists going to have 80s songs on it because of us?
I know mine is. Mine is definitely. I mean, all this stuff I'm playing on the air is coming from Spotify. So
wow. Folks, we apologize for messing up your end of the year list there.
Yeah, your Wrapped is going to. You know what? When Wrapped comes out, Joe, you've just given me a great idea. We're going to go through my Wrapped
all right.
on a show because it's going to be ridiculous. So it's going to be... I listen to music that's not 80s, but because of this podcast, it is going to be an overwhelming tidal wave of 80s. And I'm dying to know which song is going to be the number one. It might be... I better not speak its name. It might be the Jets' Crush on You, because...
God damn it, Keith.
It could be. It'll be up there. It could be
All
Wang
right.
Chung. Tell me what a Wang Chung is. Anyway, that is our show for today. Join us next time on the 80s Zest, because we're going to discuss that very first matchup in the Singers region, and its number 1 seed, Moni Moni by Billy Idol, against 16 seed, Looking for a New Love by Jody Watley. I like that song. Well, I shouldn't have spoiled that, but I... Anyway, until that show, on behalf of Joe Walk, this has been Keith Marsteller saying, hey, Joe, you lived in Chicago, right?
I mean, I've been to the airport, but lived is a huge stretch.
And isn't it also true that you never spent any time with your own family as a child and were constantly barging into your neighbor's house, fawning over the oldest daughter incessantly and causing chaos while you broke everything in the house?
Look, I mean, you wrote this and you said I should say yes, but that's not something that literally, never happened.
And
Not
isn't
once,
it
dude.
also true that you wore pants that were way too short, giant cartoonish suspenders to pull them up, and enormous glasses that made you look like the world's biggest nerd.
Keith, I see where you're going with this. You always do this trying to make me sound like a sitcom character. This time you are desperately trying to paint me as Steve Urkel.
Did I do that?
Jesus Christ, this show is doomed.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
Wow. Those songs are so fucking long, Joe.
Yes.
What are your thoughts
Yes,
on
they
that
are.
one? You didn't know that one was coming. What do you think about that song? Good, bad?
I mean, not good.
I didn't watch the show, so I don't know the words to that song.
Same.
Anyway,
Not
all right.
once.
Not even once. I've seen clips of "Did I do that?"
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a cultural awareness of
Urkel.
Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
But,
Without watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'll see you for 1v16. Good night, brother.
All right then. Good night.